Well, my childhood was definitely rough. I was born to a mother that was very young. She was 15 when she had me. My father was 16. The only memories I have of him are him reading me the Bible and holding me proudly one time for a photo. My mother found another man. He was an abusive person, both physically and mentally, but more so mentally. They lived what they called the outlaw lifestyle. I wasn't allowed to have friends over because of the open drug use daily. And I prayed every night that God would bring my father back and change this life that I'd been pushed into, because I knew in my heart that it would be different if he was alive. They split up finally, so I thought, hey, my prayers have been answered. It got way worse. Within a month of him leaving, she was addicted to crack cocaine. Power was turned off. The water was turned off. I was alone for days on end. Once she was arrested, I was sent to live with my grandmother and my aunt. Then I get off into high school without real guidance, with just my grandmother. To her, that was up to me whether I went to school or whatever. When I turned 18, my grandmother abruptly decided that it was time for me to move out. I felt alone again. I met my son's mother. We fell in love. I was 18. We were together for 7, 8 years. One thing I did was start working a lot more. I got in with my uncle and got an electrical trade. I joined the military. I still dabbled in my outlaw lifestyle. The relationship didn't last because of me. I wasn't capable of loving or even really being loved. So I pushed her away. A few years later, I meet my second baby's mama. It was a relationship founded more in lust, but I wanted a chance, have the family, have the love, but I didn't know how to get it. I knew I wanted it. I know I wanted to be a normal, loving father with a family that loves him back, but I'm still carrying this pain and this feeling of failure. Not only have I been abandoned by everyone that's ever cared about me, I couldn't even keep my children around. Along the way, I moved several times, a very lonely, isolated time again. Then I started watching this new church pop up. The best part of my life story is that I found Restored Church, and the people in this church showed me more love than I'd ever received anywhere from anyone. I accepted Jesus. I got baptized, leading a small group now. I always thought, how am I going to lead a small group? I don't know this. Over a 3-year process. It didn't happen overnight, but it was a steady progression. Every step closer I took to the Lord, He drew me 2 steps closer. The biggest part I want to get across to everyone is that you can do it. My best advice is to humble yourself before the Lord. Accept Jesus. Be baptized. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you stick with it, you'll definitely progress. Some faster than others, I guess, but for me it took a couple years, but now I'm closer to God than ever. I'm actually can feel His calling now. I can feel it.